Hey guys, my name's Ray Prod, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Ksuave beat. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So before I show you all the MIDI or the sounds, I'm going to get straight into the full loop so you can kind of see how everything really comes together. So now that that's done, I'm going to go through each and single melody and show you how I did everything. So I'm going to start off with this first little texture. I used AZ Peaceful from Hive. I think I messed with these attacks a little bit. It kind of gives the sound a little bit more punch. So I'm going to play that right here. So I made this MIDI from scratch. I'm gonna give you a brief little overview. I'm not gonna go in depth of music theory because we'd be here for hours. But if you know what music theory is, it's great. This will help you. If not, just look at the pattern, get the sound of it. You'll figure it out. So this right here is the ninth chord. It kind of stays with the ninth chords as it goes. But we also see that we have a main melody right here, and it kind of repeats through the fifth line. But once you get up to the fifth, it kind of goes up as well. And I make sure there's that little build up to the higher melody because you don't want to just come out of nowhere. So the second synth I use is actually the exact same synth that you use for one of the parts of I Just Wanna Rock. That's not the exact melody, but it's you kind of get the gist. And it's made with Jupiter 8. It's a Antura synth, and all you have to do is just get this Morning Dew preset and then turn down the attacks, and you get that nice little punch that you need. But this is the part I used it for. I'll play it right here. This is the main melody. I copy and pasted it from the original MIDI. I used the preset from Hive. It's going to be TUC City Streets Keys 1. And I'm not going to show you all the effects unless it's like a reverb or chorus, because literally these it's just an EQ and stuff like that, so I'm not hiding any sauce from y'all. But this is going to be the main melody. I'll play it right here. So this is literally copy pasted from the main MIDI. It's another texture synth, and I used the spectral pulse from Hybrid. And what I put on this was just looks like, oh, I put Valhalla Shimmer, and this is my go-to reverb. This is some sauce right here. I go to Concert Hall. I mess with the mix to see how much reverb I want to put on it, and just some normal EQs. So I'll play this right here. So this is the ARP. You want an ARP in pretty much every wavy beat you make, so you can have it in the second part of your course, and I'll get more into that later. But right here, I use GX75, and I used the preset Never Ending Circle, and then I used a Valhalla Shimmer on this as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll play it right here. Even though this may seem simple, these are just the chords by itself. It really just packs in that punch. This is made by OPXAV, and this is called the Edge Piano. And what I put on this was just some Valhalla Shimmer. Very light. You want to make sure your wavy beats are very reverb heavy, but not too heavy. You want to make sure they just come in at the right point so it doesn't all become muddy. And I'll play it right here. last but not least for the loop, you have your bass, and this is literally just copied from the main melody. And you can also do this with your 808s, and I'll show you right here, is that they're pretty much the same pattern. You chop it up to make sure it has that punch, but I'll go into that a little bit later. And I'll play that bass for you right now. And I forgot to actually add that, but for that bass, this is the Hybrid 2 transformer bass with nothing else on it. So now we're gonna get into drums. So with the drums, you want it nothing too excessive. You want everything to kind of flow. You don't want super crazy hi-hats, maybe a little bit of a roll every now and then, but nothing crazy. With these drums, I actually put some reverb on the clap to kind of give it that more spacey vibe. I know Dreams and Tenno Beats actually does that a lot. I know some, I don't know if anyone else really does it, but I know those are the people I got it from. So without further ado, I'll play the drums right now. So for this beat, I did 3 different types of 808 patterns. I'm just gonna play one and kind of show you the beat. So as it goes on, you can see, oh, he switched it up there, this and that. Because whenever you do your 808s in a Ksuave beat, you want to have this same 808 go for the chorus, and then you want to switch it up just a little bit, not too much. And I usually do a little break to have it kind of come in after. So, and then it goes on, goes on. I have a third 808, and it's just, as you can see, the same kind of pattern, but it is just chopped up different, gives it a little more punch because you don't want your beat to get boring. And I'm going to go over arrangements and everything because arrangements for these beats are the most crucial thing you can do. So, you kind of go over here, and it just repeats after I think the 57 line, I'm not sure though. And yeah, so I'll play that 808 right now. So something I forgot to say is that Ksuave uses a lot of Z 808s, spins 808s, but I like to try to find something similar to that. This 808 had a little bit more grunge, but I found it similar to a lot of Ksuave style, and it really fit with this beat. So that's why I use this 808, and you can use that process to kind of figure out what type of 808 you'd like to use on your wavy beat. So when you're doing arrangements, it's the most crucial thing when coming to these type of beats, and I'm gonna take you step by step, kind of show you all how to arrange it, because it really just brings all the energy in different ways, and this is how like you make your beat to stand out. So this first part, basically, I like to keep the bass in every time. It kind of smooths it out because you don't want your 808 only, but you want the beat to really sound full when you start it. You also want to hide some things. I never really put the arpeggiator at the beginning because I like to put that at the second part of my chorus, like I said earlier. And I hide another component just to kind of give it that extra punch. In this case, it was the Jupiter 8 synth. We go over to the chorus over here, and I just have, like I said, that Jupiter 8 synth with everything in the front, except for the bass, because you have your 808 already going. You do not want your bass and 808 to clash. And then the second place of the chorus, because your chorus is going to be 16 bars when making a Ksuave beat, will come in right here. After your chorus, you want it pretty bare, but you don't want to be too bare. So make sure your chords are still there. I have my main chord for my OP all going through right here. It doesn't get boring at all because I have different things coming in and out. So this melody right here kind of brings it in, the texture, and you can kind of watch the beat as it goes at the end of the video to kind of see how everything flows together. I'm just explaining everything so I can give you all reasoning for everything. But as you can see, something always comes in. If I feel like something's been played too much, like this hive, I could take it out and I replace it with this synth because it pretty much covers it up. I forgot to add also in your chorus, I only put my main melody in my chorus. Some people don't. This is just how I do my stuff, but the main melody in the chorus also makes the chorus stand out as well. And breaks are very important with your drums. You don't want to go out the whole time because then it just gets boring. So right before I put in my chorus, I'll either just keep my sub bass in, and I'll drag it in, or I'll just keep my 808 in and then have my drums slowly come in like this. Like I said, pretty simple. And that's just going to be the end of the video. I'm actually going to leave a Dropbox link of some MIDIs and loops so you all can use yourselves and try to experiment with your drums and everything. Um, you don't credit me, I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to take everything you love, and you're going to have nothing left. Just credit me, and as like we're all good then. But like I said, my name's Rafe Prod, and this was my rendition of a Ksuave beat.